Give me some light. Tonight's show. Tonight's show is about NASCAR and how they are falling from grace. What they thought would be their savior will be their demise. So how was everybody's day? I was busy filming The World Against Monsanto. I am now calling it Argo Operation Argo slash Monsanto. And when I get done with my show, I'm gonna watch Argo. I'm in an Argo mood today. Go live in seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blog Talk Radio. Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is Jonathan, the Impaler Sharky. Hoping that everyone had a great day, is having a great night, and that all is well. It's the unofficial beginning of summer, which in Florida is pretty much 10 months out of the year. Can't wait. Russia, winter, freezing, cold, snow. Now, one of what was America's former pastimes, NASCAR, thought by acquiring a certain female driver, who I don't even want to say her name, I'll say her first name, Danica, y'all know who I mean, was going to help save their ratings. Have you been watching the races lately? Have you been watching the, open seats in the stands? NASCAR is not what it was when I originally used to watch it back when Richard Petty, the Allisons, Dale Earnhardt, Bill Elliott, Michael Waltrip, Darrell Waltrip, all the good old boys. They made racing, They are the one that made NASCAR. Richard was the king, and Dale was the intimidator. If you were actually here, you'd see the screen where I'm going to start talking from. The Danica rule, NASCAR rule change that will virtually guarantee Danica makes All-Star race is just a shame. Changing rule that requires fan vote winner to be on lead lap of showdown is clearly meant to help NASCAR's popularity queen. Well, calling her a queen is an insult unless you want to call her the queen of bimbos. this past Sunday night, her boyfriend put her in the wall. I guess they had a little spat. Did you know that the first year she was married to her now ex-husband, he cheated on her? Now, I'll admit, her body ain't too bad. I've seen much better. I'm married to much better, but, you know, I'm sure a guy who was 17 years older than what she was, you know, definitely couldn't be getting, you know, anything remotely close considering the way he looked. And he goes cheating on that. So that kind of tells you she wasn't all that. Here's the commentary. Heading into this Saturday's All-Star race, this was from last week. On Thursday the 16th, actually, so that was 12 days ago. Heading into this Saturday's All-Star race at Charlotte, it's pretty clear that one person is overwhelmingly favored to receive the fan vote that puts the final driver into the big showdown from the sprint. Big show from the sprint showdown. Her name is Danica Blah, if you haven't guessed. But there is one caveat that I had not thought of. Last year, only drivers on the lead lap at the end of the showdown could be voted onto the big race. Not so fast, NASCAR says, despite having said earlier in the year that only lead lap car would be voted in. There's now a little flip-flopping going on. Of course there's flip-flopping. NASCAR sucks now. Like I said on Yahoo Sports, forget NASCAR. I ain't ever watching it again. You know, especially when Crown Royal was doing their vote for a hero to be, you know, the name title for the Brickyard race. I put Ronald Reagan. Who's a bigger hero in this country in modern history than Ronnie Reagan? And he didn't even make the top 4. NASCAR, you're communist. NASCAR, you got problems. NASCAR, Danica the bitch ain't gonna help you. Okay? You got a lot of issues. When Ronnie Reagan doesn't make it into the top 4, you got issues. Let me continue. On Wednesday, that was on May 15th, the rules were clarified. Yes, NASCAR and the rules. Have you noticed all the problems they've been having with the rules lately and how they change up? You know, it's like the United States government with the Constitution and laws. Were clarified by NASCAR spokesman Carrie Tarp, or I would say his stupid name, who said a car only has to be in raceable condition to be voted onto the All-Star race by fans. First off, as I will read to you, Danica ain't got a lot of fans, so, you know, NASCAR has their peoples calling up. Or, you know, I'd love to see the votes. You know, this is kind of like 2000 Al Gore, George Bush deal. Call me a conspiracy theory if you like, but there is no way that this decision was made without Danica on the minds of NASCAR. She sucks, and I don't even know if she does that the right way. It's just common sense. She is, despite her struggles in her rookie year, arguably the biggest name on the track other than Dale Earnhardt Jr. If Dale Sr. was alive, there'd be no Danica in NASCAR, because the minute she showed up, Dale would rub her in a way she ain't never been rubbed before, and that would be done with her. Because every time she tried to pass the number 3 would say, hi. So let's be real here. If it wasn't that Dale was gone, there'd be no Danica. Call me a conspiracy theory if you like, but there's no way decision made. Yeah. I'm not gonna. It's just common sense. She is the special. Yeah, whatever. Having her in the All-Star race will be huge for the ratings. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Um, you know, the guy who says most likely she'll be a lap down, of course, or laps down. While it is unlikely she'll get lapped so quickly at Charlotte, the showdown is only 40 laps. It's still possible. NASCAR, no doubt, wanted to avoid their worst case scenario. Danica missing the All-Star race due to ineligibility from being a lap down. This is what the people had to say about it. How do you call Danica a superstar driver? Has she won any races? No. Now that NASCAR is making special rules just for a woman, do all women think this is equality? I don't think they do. Here is from somebody, just another reason why I quit watching NASCAR. Oh, somebody quit watching NASCAR because of the